Good morning, Antwerp Archers. It's Monday, April 15th, and it's time for Archers Live with Adam Butzin and Katie Oberlin.
At the end of last week, Channel 13 featured varsity softball player Carly Haynes in their Athlete of the Week segment. We'll show you that at the end of today's broadcast. We also have some Archer Bullseyes submitted last week and a rundown of important events taking place this week. Let's get started. Archers Live starts right now.
Today we have Jax, Devon, and Vincent from Mrs. Stoss's class to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Will you please stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's get the week started with a look at Archer Bullseyes submitted last week. Mrs. Saylor sends one to Jayvin McMichael. Your random act of kindness this week did not go unnoticed. Thank you.
Mrs. Gurley sends an Archer Bullseye to Brett Falk and the Advanced Art students. Brett received an honorable mention, and his artwork will be on display in Congressman Bob Latta's district office. The Advanced Art students exhibited their artwork at the Ohio 5th District's 2019 Congressional Art Competition.
Kate Farr sends an Archer Bullseye to Mr. Schuette for greatly helping her with her poetry packet.
Maggie Trable sends an Archer Bullseye to Lily Friend for being a good partner for their school project.
Caden and Landon send an Archer Bullseye to Chloe Walls for always being positive and a nice person to be around, and for complimenting everyone on their science projects.
Taven and Dane get an Archer Bullseye for helping out a fellow student with ELA.
CJ Eaton sends an Archer Bullseye to Mrs. Bauer for giving him extra points on a Shel Silverstein essay.
Owen Franks sends an Archer Bullseye to Carmen Johnson for helping with Systems Lit homework.
Shelby Boley sends an Archer Bullseye to Mr. Hale for always encouraging her to work hard.
Heather Oberlin sends an Archer Bullseye to Olivia DeVore for bringing laughter into her school day. Olivia feels the same way about you, Heather.
And last, Cheyenne Maynard sends an Archer Bullseye to Dr. Miller for coming out to her car on Friday in the pouring rain to offer his umbrella.
On the lunch menu for today, we are having a corn dog, baked beans, an orange, and milk or salad bar.
Please make note of the following menu changes this week. Tomorrow we will have a bean dip with scoops instead of carrots, and on Thursday we will have macaroni and cheese with a roll instead of tacos.
On the calendar for today, some students will be making up ELA state tests from last week, and it's a busy night for our spring athletes. Varsity track and field traveled to Hicksville for a 4:30 meet. JV softball plays at Van Wert. Varsity baseball is home with Fort Jennings, and varsity softball travels to Van Wert as well. Those three games are at 5 o'clock.
Happy birthday today to freshman Brianna Folk as she turns 15. Have a great day, Brianna.
In prom news, the yearbook staff will be providing prom photos this year. Order forms will be distributed with prom tickets. Order forms and money should be turned into Mrs. Sorrell.
Let's take a look at events and deadlines for this week. The annual PC Pride versus Antwerp faculty basketball game will take place on this Thursday at 1:30. Get your signs ready now.
Seniors, the AEA book scholarship is due Thursday.
Seniors, also don't forget to sign up to read to an elementary class in the library. Go to Mrs. Bagley's teacher site and click on the Senior Read Alouds under the Library tab to access the sign-up sheet. Read Alouds start this week.
Attention 9th grade students, if you did not receive raffle tickets to sell for your fundraiser, go to Mrs. McMichael's room to pick some up. If you have sold all of your tickets and need more, see Mrs. McMichael as well.
Anyone interested in purchasing a 50-50 raffle ticket should contact a freshman student. Tickets are $1 each.
The Archer yearbook staff won 13 individual awards and received their All-Ohio plaque for the 2018 yearbook at the OSMA Spring Convention this weekend. The staff also met Mary Beth Tinker, who was the plaintiff in the landmark 1969 Supreme Court Tinker versus Des Moines case, which said that students have constitutional rights. Mrs. Sorrell was the recipient of the Mary Beth Tinker Award in 2007 and spoke with Tinker at American University in Washington, D.C.
Check out the D-Wing display case later in the week to see the award-winning spreads and photos, along with signed memorabilia from Mary Beth Tinker. The yearbook staff also won 8 awards from Ball State's J-Day last week. See the yearbook social media accounts for a list of the specific award recipients.
In sports news, the varsity track team competed at the Wayne Trace Invite on Friday night. Leslie Pollock won the discus with a throw of 127.5, setting a new school record. Heather Oberlin won the shot put with a throw of 35.10. Luke Brewer placed second in the pole vault, and Jagger Landers placed second in the shot put.
The varsity softball team also competed on Friday night. The girls defeated Hilltop 2-0. In 7 innings, Carly Haynes struck out 14 batters. Tiara Gomez had 2 singles and Olivia DeVore had a home run. The team is now 11-0 on the season.
Last Thursday, ABC's Channel 13 featured Carly Haynes and our varsity softball team on one of its segments. In case you haven't seen it, we'll end today with the video. Take a look and then have a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
That is a familiar sound to Carly Haynes and her battery mate Carson Brummett this season. The junior from Antwerp recently became just the 5th pitcher in the state of Ohio to strike out 21 batters in a 7-inning softball game. Nearly perfect that day. One batter, though, did get by Haynes to the base path.
It's been a goal of mine, like always, since I was younger. I just never thought I'd be able to pursue it this early on in my career for pitching and softball in general. And I think one thing that helped it was really being able to know that I had such a great team behind me.
That team, better known as the Archers, opened the season with a 9-0 record. Antwerp's head coach played at the University of Findlay and coached different age groups over the years. So where does she see Haynes?
I put her at the top. No, I would put her at the top. I mean, she's right there at the top with, I haven't seen very many pitchers that have her, just her confidence and her work ethic, and she knows what she has one job and she's out there to do it.
Haynes and Brummett, teammates since the age of 7. It's not unusual for this duo to collect double-digit strikeouts in a game this spring.
Off the field, we don't always see each other or talk to each other, but once we get on the field, it's just we connect somehow, our minds are the same. If I don't call a pitch that she likes, she'll shake me off and I'll call a different one, and she'll agree to that one and she'll just hit it right on.
In Antwerp, Ohio, with this week's Athlete of the Week, Steve Slifka, 13 ABC Action Sports.